Music makes me want to go out and run a marathon. Alright, hey everybody, Aaron the Nintendrovert here. Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be playing some more Super Mario Bros. 3. This is part 4 of our Super Mario Bros. 3 playthrough. We're in Giant Land, at least I'm pretty sure that's the name of it. Do we have anything to break this? I don't know if I've ever broke this. I feel like I never have a hammer when we get to this this particular area, so I don't even know what... I imagine we get a good item because it's red instead of the other Toad houses that are all yellow, but I don't know if I actually know what's in there. Oh well, I guess we won't be getting that today. We'll just go straight into the first level, and as you can see, this world's called Giant Land for a reason, because everything is freaking huge. So yeah, we got giant Koopas, we got giant Goombas, we got giant Piranha Plants, we got giant blocks. Coins are normal size though. We ran out of budget for the giant coins. We didn't quite, couldn't quite spring for that one, but everything else is humongous. Okay, maybe not humongous, maybe slightly larger than average, we'll say. We don't, I don't want to exaggerate too much. We got these giant clouds, which as a kid, I always thought these were teeth. Tell me that doesn't look like a tooth. It's like the teeth with faces from like the Fairly Odd Parents with like Chip Skylark and like the Shiny Teeth and Me music video. You guys know what I'm talking about? Shiny teeth that sparkle just like the stars in space. I don't know the rest of the words, but shiny teeth, I love them, and they all love me. People walk a mile just to see me smile. But shiny teeth and me, shiny teeth, shiny teeth. Okay, that's enough of that. Singing is not my strong suit, not my forte. But yeah, finished the first level. Hop into the second one. First, I need a sip of water. Gotta stay hydrated. I don't know why this is a pet peeve of mine, but those YouTubers, that's like the people in the comments, like if they're like doing a live stream, the people in the chat that feel the need to remind them to like stay hydrated and take a water break, like they're adults. Like you don't need to remind them to take a sip of water. They know. I don't know. That always bothers me. You know what I'm talking about? Is it just me? Does no one else like watch YouTubers that's like that? They'll be streaming and people's like, I feel like they don't do it as much anymore, but it used to be a very common thing of just like the people who, watch the videos. I guess mean well, just being like, hey, don't forget to stay hydrated. Don't forget to stop and take a sip of water on the, the stream or whatever. But it's like, it just feels kind of patronizing to me. Like I'm not a child. You don't have to remember. So, yeah, if I ever start doing live streams, don't tell me to stop and take a sip of water, okay? I wouldn't really get offended, but I don't know. I don't like when people do that. I don't know. It's just a me thing, I guess. Just a pet peeve of mine. Now we got a Big Daddy. These enemies actually go by 2 names. I'm not sure what it's called. I think in this game he's called a Sledge Brother. And I guess he throws like sledgehammers instead of regular hammers. But in other games he's called a Sumo Bro because where he's larger than life, we'll say. But yeah, let's go down here and see what we can get. Make Toad turn around here. Why did they even bother giving him a backwards facing animation? Because it's like you can only there's only like a couple inches you can go behind him, but Toad just like looking at you like, what you doing back there, Mario? Quit being weird, quit being pervy. Stop looking at my rear end, Mario. But yeah, I really like this world. It's probably one of my favorite worlds in the game. Just the idea of just everything being huge. And later on we get to a level that's kind of neat where, the level shrinks and grows. Very reminiscent of an idea they would reuse later in Super Mario 64 in the Tiny Huge Island world. We mistimed the heck out of that. I was trying to bounce off the Koopa, but I don't even know why I bothered doing that. We could have probably just jumped right over him. Let's just take a mushroom into the level. I don't know. But, yeah, well, it's a good thing we took that mushroom. I think I probably could have just run under his legs. I don't know. Let's try that again here. I feel like I'm going to die again. I need to be more confident going into the level. I don't need to say that. I'm setting myself up for failure. I think I'm going to get killed. Then I am. It's a self-fulfilling prophecy, so I need to not do that. Oh! Stay alive, stay alive, stay alive. Okay, that was kind of a blind test of faith jump there. I was just kind of hoping there would be safety over there because I'm really, I kind of don't really want to jump off another Koopa like last time because it did not work out too hot for me. Okay, so far so good. I think we're getting pretty close to the end of this level, so hopefully we will not die. Don't want to touch the side of those blocks there because they'll kind of bump you backwards and knock you off the level. Can we get another 3 stars? Yes, we can. That's what Daddy likes to see. Look at that, 40 lives. 40 beautiful lives. Oh, we got this thing again. Do I remember where they're at? Probably not. Okay, I remembered that. Oh well. We didn't really need it that badly anyway. Alright, next level. We got our castle level. This is a weird enemy. These little fire guys. I don't think they've ever appeared in another Mario game outside of this one. We've also got these thwomps that go sideways, so a lot of weird stuff happening in this level. But yeah, these fire enemies are very, very strange. It kind of reminds me of the SpongeBob episode where he forgets to write his essay and he falls asleep and he has that dream and his house catches on fire and you got the little fire guy. It's like, only 799 words to go, and then burns his essay. And once again, I could not crouch with this stupid controller. The control pad is not amazing. At least that's the excuse I'm going to make anyway, blame it on the control pad. No, but I really do, though, feel like it's throwing me off when it comes to running and crouching. Uh-oh. Easy peasy piece of cake. No problemo. We don't need to go in that pipe. That's just kind of a shortcut if we should get like a game over or something. Then it kind of makes the all the previous levels that we beat come back. But yeah, when it removes that lock there, then it's just kind of a, if you game over, you don't have to replay all the levels because the gate will still be open to skip the first part. So yeah, that's what those are for. Let's do another one of these that I'm sure I'm not going to. I didn't even mean to press it a second time, but evidently I did. I guess I meshed it twice too quickly there when I did the first one, but whatever. Do we have any more frog suits? No, I kind of thought we did. I remember this level. I'm pretty sure this one has a Lakitu that's going to throw spiky guys at us. Spinies, I think those enemies are called. There's a lot of Mario enemies with similar names. You got Spinies, you got Spike Tops, you got Pokies. You know, all these sharp enemies with very similar names. Not sharp as in they have the highest of IQs, which maybe they do, I don't know. But sharp in terms of they'll poke you. They'll poke you real hard. But yeah, these enemies are Spinies, I'm pretty sure. I like the water music in this game. I honestly enjoy the water levels in this game for the most part. I know a lot of people hate water levels and 2D platformers, or just games in general. And in some cases, I would agree, but I don't know. I like them in most Mario games pretty well. I think it's nice how you know, in the 2D Mario games, you don't have to worry about like an air meter or anything like that. That's something that kind of stresses me out, like with Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze, which is a great game. But the water levels are not that enjoyable, and part of it is you've got this air meter that you have to keep up with that kind of is stressful, and you gotta find air bubbles, and they're spaced pretty far apart, so it's easy to drown. It's kind of the same deal with Sonic, you know, the water levels in Sonic, which I would say I dislike the Sonic water levels less than most people. Like, I actually really enjoy what's the name of the world in Sonic 1 that's like the water. It's like the something labyrinth zone. I'm not the biggest Sonic guy, so forgive me that I can't remember the name of it. But yeah, like Sonic games, I actually kind of like when it's a little bit slower and more methodical and not just zipping through the levels at high speeds like it's one of those auto-running Mario Maker levels somebody makes where it's just the spectacle of just blasting through it. I like what is the Marble Zone? Marble Hill Zone, whatever it's called from Sonic 1. A lot of people hate that level with like the lava and you gotta push the blocks onto the platforms and stuff, so it's a little bit more puzzly. Got to kind of take your time, look out for like the spikes that come down from the ceiling. I like that level. That's probably one of my favorite Sonic zones, and I know people generally probably really hate that zone, but I don't know. My favorite Sonic levels are the ones where they're not trying to be Sonic levels. I don't necessarily like going fast all the time. Let's get this, yeah, I get a 1-up. So yeah, this is the level I was talking about that has an interesting gimmick. So everything's giant here, as you can see. But we go through these doors, and then all of a sudden, it's the same level, but everything's normal size. So yeah, that's kind of the whole premise that they reused in the Tiny Huge Island world in Super Mario 64. You go into a pipe, and you know, the level can either shrink or grow, and so it's kind of neat. Like whenever Nintendo reuses concepts like this in later games, I don't feel like it's cheap. It's just a neat little callback, and in that case, it really changes things up because now it's in 3D, so you can do different stuff with it. You know, you're not just bound to going left and right. Something nice that Mario 3 added in the original Super Mario Brothers, you could not pick up and hold Koopa shells like this and then throw them. Once you bumped into one, you would just automatically kick it. So that was definitely kind of a big thing that every Mario game after that would implement moving forward. Super Mario World, which was the follow-up to this game, would actually let you hold up on the analog stick and throw your Koopa shell straight up into the air. You can't do that in this game, and really they actually removed that in a lot of subsequent Mario games, like the new Super Mario Brothers games, like the DS one, new Super Mario Brothers Wii, and the 3DS and Wii U one and all those. I don't believe you could do it on any of those. What we got here, is this is this going to be the Tanuki suit? Is this going to be our first time getting the Tanuki suit, maybe? So it is red. No, it's a fire flower. Whoop-de-freaking-do. Whoop-de-freaking-do. Scooby-Doo. I just got touched by a Koopa. That sounded really wrong. That's the end of the song. Alright, oh, we got these, I think these are maybe called Hyper Bullet Bills? Or no, these are just regular. Okay, that one's a Hyper. Yeah, they turn around every now and then. They try to hone in on you and, you know, murder you, ruin your day. I don't really remember a lot about this level. I tend to skip this level a lot when I play through the game, because I always get the one on the top path that gives us the, what happens if we hit that? I really don't know. Was it a vine? Yeah, I'm not like super familiar with this level. Oh, it's gonna be hard to climb straight up this with a stupid control pad on this stupid controller. I paid $50 for 2 of them. That's stupid. Just stupid. Okay, come on. If I can just rest at the top. It's so hard because I can't see where I'm landing. Grab the vine. Okay, good, good. Now what do we have up here? Is this gonna be the Tanuki suit? Tanuki? Hey, it's our first time getting the Tanuki suit, which is basically the same thing as the raccoon suit, where we can run with it. But if we hold down and press the B button, we can also transform into a statue that temporarily makes us invulnerable to pretty much all attacks, I think. Yeah. And the Tanuki, it's a real animal. I think it's like kind of like a dog, raccoon hybrid or something in Japan. I don't know if it's actually like a cross between the two, or like if they have a common ancestor, or if it's just supposed to be a thing of like it's a dog that kind of looks like a raccoon, or a raccoon that kind of looks like a dog. I don't know. But yeah, I think in Japan there's a lot of mythology on this this creature, where evidently it can, you know, I guess this is a thing where it can transform into a statue. It's kind of a reference that's sort of lost on American audiences, but I guess Japanese players would have, you know, understood what you know, what the significance of it is. How did that Dry Bones just like poof out of existence there? He just like fell through. I don't really know exactly. Does he keep doing that? Is it something to do with me having the Tanuki suit? Because normally they just, you know, they crumple up into bones and then they just get right back up. Yeah, like that guy did. So I don't know. I don't know what was making him actually like outright die, but you know, okay. I think there's a little secret here. Let's let these guys drop down and try not to get touched by those guys. Almost said something very wrong. This is a weird gimmick. You got these platforms here. You stand on it. Like this one just always goes straight up, but then there's other ones where you can jump on them and change the direction of the arrow that changes where you're going. It's a weird mechanic. You'll see this a lot more once we get into the 7th world, which is like all about plants. I don't remember if it's called like Pipe Land or something like that. And yeah, it's not one of my favorite worlds, to be honest, when we get to it. It's very... A lot of the levels are kind of a big maze, and it's just a little bit, I don't know, it's a little bit tedious after a while. And it's kind of a mechanic they would reuse in a way in Super Mario 64. In Hazy Maze Cave, there's a level where you kind of do something similar. Ooh, got some 1-ups. Don't mind if I do. A little secret if we fly up here. Some more coins. Nice. Got 46 lives, pretty good. I remember as a kid growing up with cable, Cartoon Network always came on channel 46, and Nickelodeon was on 38 for the cable that we had anyway. Yeah, I think you can kill pretty much everything with the Tanuki Mario here. So let's see if we can. I think we could even kill these. Yeah, kill those lights there. If there's like a blowtorch shooting fire at you, and like the airship levels, we can kill those with it. Okay, I was curious if we could kill him in one hit, but evidently not. Pretty easy though, no big deal. Maybe on this level we'll have some of those fire things that we can kill. I feel like there could be some on this airship, but I don't 100% remember. Another card. We're getting the card thing a lot. I don't remember what causes this to spawn. If it's like beating the level with so much time left, or what it is. Okay, I remembered that one. No, okay, we should get it this time, though. Where was it this one? Okay. I said we should get it, and then I just immediately forgot what I just turned over. Alright, let's lose at another one of these again, because it's inevitable. This world's gone by a lot quicker than the last one. World 3, that episode was about 30 minutes long, which was by far our longest world. This one here, we're so far at 17, and what the heck is he supposed to be? Is he like an iguana or something? I don't know what the king got transformed into on this one, but yeah, it's kind of interesting. In the Super Mario All-Stars remake of this game, and that holds true for the Game Boy Advance version as well, the kings actually get transformed into just other Mario enemies or characters, so like they might get turned into a, I don't know, like a Yoshi or a, I don't know, just different enemies. Yeah, so we can just kill the fire with our statue power here. But yeah, the Tanuki suit, I don't think it really shows up again, really, until Super Mario 3D Land in 2012, which again was, I don't know, at least like 20 years later or something like that. I'd have to do the math to know exactly how many years, but I don't really feel like doing all that right now. Got these little screws or whatever here. Got to try not to fall through here. Which was always kind of tricky as a kid for me, but as an adult, it's pretty easy. It's not that challenging. What we got here? Do we want? Will that make me get rid of? Okay, that does get rid of that. You know what? Let's rewind. I know that's kind of cheating, but I don't know. I just kind of wanted to test and see what happened if we grabbed that, because I couldn't remember. I feel like in the Mario All-Stars version, maybe they fixed that where you don't lose your Tanuki suit if you grab the raccoon leaf there, but I don't know. I could be mistaken about that. But yeah, I won't get into the habit. I'm not going to rewind any if I like die or something like that. But maybe here and there, if I'm just like testing something out, like, well, what happens if I do this? Then I might use the rewind. But yeah, otherwise we're playing it as legit as we can. And what the heck? Why did that not kill the fire? I'm a little salty about that. I'm not going to rewind on that though. I'll accept that that hit. We're almost to the boss of this world here. At the end of every world, we got to fight one of the Koopalings, and I think this one is. Ow! I guess we got hit by a fire thing off screen there. This one is Larry, I believe, is the Koopaling that we'll be fighting. Okay, good. We got an item here, so that's not gonna rewind for that. Oh, I really don't want to get killed and have to redo this whole level. Man, he's a hoppy little dude. This guy's hopping mad. All right, good deal. We beat him. Larry, he's one of my favorite Koopalings. I like Larry. Living like Larry. He's maybe my second or third favorite. My favorite is Ludwig von Koopa, which we've not gotten to him yet. He's the World 7 boss in this game, I believe. But yeah, the Koopalings, this was their first appearance, was in Mario 3. They appear again as bosses at the end of each world in Super Mario World. And then after that, they kind of didn't show up for a while, maybe in a couple spin-off games here and there. And they reappeared in Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga on the 3DS, on the Game Boy Advance in like 2003, I think that game came out in 2004 or something like that. But yeah, and then they reappeared in New Super Mario Bros. Wii in 2009, and they'd kind of become mainstays ever since after that. People did get kind of sick of the Koopalings after a while, and so with the Switch, they've really not really had the Koopalings in many games, but I hope they haven't just gotten rid of them forever or shelved them for another 20 years or something. But anyway, that's enough rambling. We beat the next world. So yeah, we'll just go ahead and end the recording here. Next time we'll be doing World 5, which is, I don't know, Skyland or something. All the worlds in this game, it's just like Giant Land, Skyland, Grassland, I don't know. I don't remember the names of all of them, but whatever the name of this world is, we'll be doing that on the next episode. So thanks so much for watching. Be sure to give the video a like if you liked it. Give it a dislike if you didn't, because that's just basic honesty. You know, don't give it a like if you disliked it, and don't give it a dislike if you liked it. That doesn't make any sense. That's bearing false witness, and that's a dirty sin. So don't do it. Just speak from the heart. Okay, that's enough. Thanks for listening to my sermon, everybody. Have a great rest of your day, and bye-bye.